This past weekend, I entered my first barbecue competition, and I entered my chili lime wings. Is that why I got 60th out of 80? Let's make them. First step, let's take our chicken wing, and we're gonna cut it into our little drumettes. Next step, get your wings in a big Ziploc bag. Now we're gonna make our brine. We're gonna start out with just about 1/4 of a cup of water in a pot, and we're gonna heat that up with a bunch of salt. So we're gonna do a little salt brine, because we're only gonna brine this for about 45 minutes to an hour. So we're gonna get our salt, make sure it melts. I said melted, I meant dissolved. All right, as you can see, our salt has pretty much dissolved into the water. So now let's finish making the brine. All right, so now you're gonna slice you up 5 limes. We're gonna juice them in there. We're gonna continue to make this brine. The brine that I actually used in the competition was a little bit different, but this is gonna be phenomenal. We're gonna try it out. Next up, our Dano's chili lime seasoning. We're gonna use a bunch of that in there. Lastly, 1 Modelo. Give it a stir, give it a little taste test. Oh, that's salty, but it's got all that flavor in there. That's exactly what we want. So we're gonna let these brine for about 45 minutes to an hour. Just pour in your juice. Now just give them a pop, let them sit and marinate. All right, our wings have brined. Now we're just gonna dump them out on one of these drying racks. Hang on, I'm gonna dump out the juice. All right, now we got the wings laid out. We're simply just gonna sprinkle generously both sides. Give them a flip. And now simply just sprinkle the other side. Oh, I need another bottle. Let me tell you where to get one. That place, right there. All right, continue to sprinkle. Now, we're going on the grill, but stay tuned because there's a lot more to do to these. We're going on to a 300-degree smoker. We're gonna let these smoke for the first 20 minutes or so, 20, 30 minutes, and then we're gonna start basting them up. Let them cook. All right, it's been exactly 30 minutes. We're gonna give them our first flip. All right, now they're flipped. Let's run inside and make our basting sauce. Start out with a little bit of maple syrup. Give it some sweet. Now you need the juice of 3 or 4 limes. Just give it a squeeze. Just a splash of some vinegar or apple cider vinegar. A little bit of olive oil, but not too much. And lastly, you're gonna need the chili lime. That's the lime green top. Sprinkle generously. You can actually take the top off. Get generous. Notice the Korean chili flakes, the Aleppo flakes, real dehydrated lime juice. You guys, there ain't nothing like this. So we're just gonna give this a mix. Make sure you get down low and get that syrup mixed in. All right, time for the taste test. Perfect. All right, it's been about 10 minutes. Look at those things. Now's when we really start adding some serious flavor and some color. Look at this, we just start basting them. All right, now that side's basted, we're gonna flip them, baste the other side. All right, they're all flipped, baste the other side. Just look at that, you guys. Let them keep going. All right, we're 50 minutes in. Look at these. They're looking awesome. And one last basting, and then we're getting pretty close to time for tasting. All right, you can see all our basting sauce is done. These are getting ready to go on the grill, and then we'll make us one last finishing sauce. But till then, we're gonna let these cook for about another 10 minutes. So for our finishing sauce, we're gonna make it a bit more sweeter. 2 limes, more chili lime, a little more oil, just a little bit, and a dash of vinegar. So it's basically the same, just a little bit sweeter. Give that a mix. Time for the test. Yep. All right, now let's go finish them. All right, it has been exactly 1 hour at 300 degrees, and these are looking awesome. Now we're gonna transfer them to the grill. Y'all might be saying right now, well, what's the internal temp? I'm not looking at that. These are just little bitty chicken wings. They're gonna end up around 195, 200 internal. We'll do that here in a minute. These wings are definitely smaller than the ones that I had in the tournament, so not everything I'm doing today is exactly how I did it. Now let's take them to the grill. We got our grill on high, and we're gonna char these up. Look at that right there. Oh, look at those grill marks, those nice little char marks. Looking good, looking good. And that one, perfect. Set that to the side. Cool. Do you like a little char? Perfect if you do. Now we've turned the grill down to a low. We got our ones that we know we're gonna box up. Let me get my sauce. Look at this, our last and final basting. Look at these right here. These are the perfect ones. Now, we turn our grill off. We're gonna set these to the side. We're gonna close our lid. We're just gonna let these sit in that residual heat for about 5 minutes. You guys aren't gonna believe this. I left one burner on by accident. All right. Well, we're actually okay. All right, so now it's time to pick your wings. You can see how sticky they are. Look at that, the perfect chili lime wing. You know what time it is. We're done basting. It's time for tasting. So at the end of the day, you turn in your prettiest ones, and that's what they try, and they judge you based off of appearance, flavor, and I guess whatever else. But yeah, we got 60 or so place. I think it was like 64th out of 80 something. But let's just give this a try. That is a Dynamite wing, you guys. That's as good as I can make my chili lime wings. 100% phenomenal. I understand it's not what the judges were looking for. Why would you bring a chili lime knife to a barbecue gunfight? It's kind of what I did. Love you guys. Keep sprinkling. We'll figure it out. See you next time. They're so good. Dang good.